Hello, I'm Coach Frank Allocco, and today I'd like to speak to you about the Blue Angels and the habits that lead to excellence. In 2008, I had the distinct pleasure to attend a joint high school graduation party for three of my favorite players at De La Salle, Greg St. Jean, Dominic Mortellaro, and Matt Miller. Towards the end of a truly festive night, several players, coaches, and parents gathered around a fire pit to exchange stories of the great memories and experiences that we shared at Excel Camp and at De La Salle. When a brief break in these most entertaining stories occurred, Matt's father, Mike Miller, randomly asked me an off-topic question. Are you familiar with the Blue Angels? I didn't know where he was going with this line of questioning, but quickly responded that I knew the Blue Angels were elite pilots who flew at supersonic speeds, who showcased the pride and the professionalism of the United States Navy and the Marine Corps through these demonstrations that they did in countless communities around the country. I mentioned, in fact, that I had seen one of their shows, and I was absolutely amazed at the precision and the teamwork and the skill that they had to pilot their aircraft. My answer didn't quite satisfy him, as he then asked me if I knew the culture of the Blue Angels. I told him that I didn't. He then expressed his shock, saying, "I'm very surprised because your teams are the Blue Angels." I wasn't sure what he meant by his comment, but with the night coming to a close, the conversations shifted to other topics. The next morning, I went outside to get the newspaper, and I saw a large box on my front porch. I took the box into my house. I opened it to discover a Blue Angel t-shirt, a Blue Angel hat, a Blue Angel model airplane, and a movie entitled The Blue Angels in Pursuit of Excellence. Intrigued by Mr. Miller's comments of the night before, I quickly played the movie that was narrated by an 8-year-old boy. I can still remember that young boy's voice and the profound statement that he made. The Blue Angels are always practicing, trying to make every move exactly with each other. I went on to learn that the Blue Angels are a team of 120 people, each person with a unique role and a specialty. Everything that team does, they do together, and they stress perfection in their pursuit of excellence. I watched this movie in total admiration as I saw their attention to detail and the precision required for excellence at that most significant level. The Blue Angels have an attitude of trust, respect, and appreciation that dominates their culture. In fact, the Blue Angel pilots never check their own plane. They trust their crew chief. And if the crew chief says it's ready to fly, they're ready to fly. They live a tradition of gratitude. Every time the pilots leave their planes, they take a moment to shake hands with each other and with every crew member who takes care of their planes. Prior to their exhibitions, the 6 pilots walk toward their planes in perfect unison, 12 feet moving as one. After several steps, their hands raise up once again together to salute at the exact same time as they approach their planes. All the ground crew work with the same kind of precision, doing everything united with each other. prior to takeoff, their tradition is to stand in perfect order at attention. And as the planes roll forward one by one, they receive a unique salute from their pilot, expressing his appreciation and respect. Remember, the Blue Angels are always practicing. Imagine the precision that this team has mastered, flying formation loops, rolls, high-speed passes at 700 miles per hour, their wings just 18 inches apart and sometimes coming together as close as a Coke can. They realize they can never fly that perfect show. But that doesn't discourage their team for always striving for perfection. At the conclusion of each show, the pilots descend and land in order. And when they are in their parking spots, which are carefully lined out the day before, the canopies of each plane open simultaneously. The pilots step out of the cockpit at the exact same time, walk down the steps, and touch the ground in perfect harmony. Once again, they take the time to greet and thank their crew. Then they slowly depart the runway, once again 12 feet moving as one. Their perfectly choreographed rhythm is halted only when they turn and pivot to acknowledge the crowd with one final salute, all in perfect unison. At the conclusion of that movie, I thought back to that young boy's words that the Blue Angels are always practicing. Yet, the irony is that the percentage of time that are actually in the plane doesn't truly indicate that. However, the real practice actually occurs at every meal, every walk, every salute, in the way they dress, the way they make their bed, the way they treat each other, and their overwhelming preparation. Their culture of practicing perfection throughout their daily activities leads to amazing precision at game time in the cockpit. Later that day, I kept being drawn back to their story of $21 million planes that execute flawlessly through a perfect combination, teamwork of crews spending a small percentage of practice time in the air, but the real habits coming from the countless hours practicing perfection outside the plane in every event of their lifestyle. I believe that if that combination worked for something as important as fighter jets, it certainly should be able to translate to working with other endeavors, including our basketball team. That summer, our 2009 team embraced the challenge to try to emulate the culture of the Blue Angels. They committed to attention to the smallest details, from walking into the gym in pairs, to arranging their bags in perfect order in the bleachers with their numbers facing outward, to picking up every loose piece of paper that they saw inside or outside the gym. They regularly expressed their gratitude and appreciation to each other. After every workout, they shook hands. After every summer league game, they pat each other on the back. They worked to be their best in every encounter of each day, whether it was the actual time on the court or in practicing perfection in the classroom, in the community, or at home. and their families. Their commitment to the creation and the execution of living new habits did translate to success on the court, as they achieved a 26-2 record and ended the season ranked 23rd in the country. To this day, I am amazed and ever grateful for the impact of that chance questioning conversation at a graduation party. The subsequent lessons that taught me and ultimately our team the culture of the Blue Angels, the importance of living our habits, and a lifelong message that has been shared with generations of players and countless campers. That Blue Angel model airplane from that cardboard box has been with me every day since it landed on my doorstep that summer morning. It has flown in our locker room at De La Salle and now hovers in my office at the University of San Francisco, where it serves as a daily reminder of the importance of habits and striving for excellence together. During these challenging times, let us appreciate the simple philosophy of being there for each other, of working together in harmony, and establishing habits that will lead to excellence in all we do. Thanks for taking the time to listen. And I leave you gratefully with the words that the Blue Angels profess at the close of every debriefing. Glad to be here. Keep listening, keep learning, and strive to be your best. And remember, excellence doesn't take days off.